Good evening, and welcome to this October 20th edition of EastCast. I'm Mira Silbert here with Mike Leal to bring you the news of the week. This year's Lab Theater was a great success. The purpose of Lab Theater is to usher in new talent from the freshmen and underclassmen. There were 2 plays put on last Saturday night, the first being Love, Death, and the Prom. This play was directed by Tom Weaver and stage managed by Jennifer Sturts. It involved 30 students who combined comedy and drama into one production about high school life. The second play was a unique murder mystery called Shall We Join the Ladies? It was directed by R.J. Patella and stage managed by Rena Meltzer. It consisted of 15 cast members, each a suspect in the mystery. In an unusual twist, during intermission, the audience selected the murderer. So the cast practiced 12 different endings and then performed the one the audience voted as its favorite.
Back to School Night was held last Thursday, October 14th. This was a night when all our parents wandered the halls wondering how we ever got through a day at school. They also got to meet the teachers we talked about and complained about through the first 2 months of school. Our parents got to go through our whole day's schedule, but their periods only lasted 10 minutes each. Wouldn't it be great if our periods only lasted 10 minutes? The parents learned about what we would be doing in some courses and how our teachers would grade our performances. The parents also got to form their own opinions about our teachers. Some of the students were also at this night. They were directing traffic in the halls, singing or doing other activities asked of them. To all the students who participated, thank you very much. To all the parents who took part in Thursday night's activities, thank you, and we hope you had an educational night. East congratulates Mr. Burgess, who was selected as Volunteer of the Year by New Jersey Association of Health Facilities for his work with Adopt a Grandparent. This is a highly popular program involving East students adopting grandparents from the Meridian Healthcare Facilities across the street from East. The students visited with their adoptees each Friday and hold various parties for the patients. The Meridian staff nominated Mr. Burgess for his efforts in organizing and running the event. Now to Adam Seigler, who recently had a chance to talk to 3 freshman class officers.
Thanks, Mike. This is Adam Seigler for EastCast to interview the newly elected freshman class officers. The president of the freshman class is Brian Chow. The vice president is Frank Zamuda. The publicity manager is Jay Del Rosario. And the treasurer secretary is Kristen Connor, and she's not able to be here today. Brian, what's your main goal? What do you hope to accomplish this year?
Well, our major goal to accomplish this year is to have a lot of school activities where the students can get involved as a class, whether it be the activity itself or the fundraising for it.
And Frank, have you talked to Brian about any things that you would like to be done, and what personally do you want to be done?
Well, yes, I have talked to Brian. I've talked to all of the officers, and being it's just a week that we've been in office, we haven't had much time to go over it. We have talked over, the specific things like Spirit Week and the dance and stuff. And right now, all our, our activities are still in a preliminary, setting of age. And, I'd like to see, a class. I'd like to see our class. My main goal is to see our class be able to come together as a class, and not, as individuals. And, no matter what the activity is, or no matter how old we get, that we can all come together and have a good time.
Okay, and Jay, what methods are you going to use to let the students know what's going to be happening, and how do you plan on getting them involved in the activities?
Well, I'm going to have some interesting announcements and advertisements that will hopefully appeal to the freshman class. Hopefully it'll set off a lot of excitement throughout the freshmen, because without student participation, then the year will not be fun.
And although Chris is not here, have you guys ever talked to her, and do you know how she's planning to raise any money for the freshman class?
Well, I'm pretty sure, we've talked to her, and I know she feels strongly in fundraising. And basically, fundraising can be as much fun as the activity itself. So as soon as Spirit Week's over, we're going to begin working on something.
Okay, thank all of you. And this is Adam Seigler for EastCast signing off.
Every year, Cherry Hill High School East holds 2 blood drives organized by the student body. The first will be in the beginning of December. It is only open to students over the age of 17 and East faculty members. A goal has been set for this year for 200 pints. There are 3 major ways in which students can help to make the blood drive successful. Students can go to homerooms and lunchrooms to hand out information and help paint signs after school. Red Cross nurses will draw the blood from the participants. Keep your ears open for information about this fall's blood drive. Periodically throughout the school year, the Board of Education holds meetings, which they named Breakfast with the Board. Although they vary from time to time, they usually consist of 3 or 4 student representatives from both East and West. Over breakfast, the group covers an agenda and holds informal discussions over questions such as how the attendance policy is handled and school violence. These meetings give our school representatives a chance to express their opinions to the very top. On Sunday, the junior girls will take on the senior girls in East traditional powder puff football game. Kickoff is at 2 o'clock p.m. at the athletic field behind East tennis courts. The girls from each class have been practicing for several weeks in preparation for the game and are ready for some rough and tumble action. Although they play non-tackle football, these girls block and hit their opponents hard. If you are into football, East will be the place to be on Sunday.
Battle of the Bands is an activity held at East which is always amongst the most popular. It is a time of year when many talented young musicians get to show their stuff. There are many students who run student-run bands. These bands perform various different kinds of music. Amongst the bands that will be performing is Gristle. Gristle performs what is called heavy metal. The group members are Ben Rothberg, Eric Goldberg, and the brother-sister duo of Dana and Anthony LaMonaco. The winner of this year's Battle of the Bands will be able to perform in front of this school. Good luck to all the bands who entered. We are looking forward to all your performances. Halloween is fast approaching, and once again, the theater department is planning to operate a haunted house at East. Watch Cable 18 for more details about this upcoming event. And now to bring us up to date on all these sports, here is Randy Saperstone.
East began its weekend rather well when Ben Steinberg and Scott Peeler, along with a cast of others, helped East football team rally from a 12-0 deficit. Peeler had a 31-yard field goal and a touchdown reception from Steinberg to surpass Camden by a score of 17-12. In girls soccer, East tied Highland 1-1. The Lady Cougars had the lead, however, with 16:02 left in the second half, Highland scored, securing the tie. Cherry Hill East's first gymnastic meet of the season was against the Roaring Lions of West last Tuesday. However, the roar began to fade when Mike Silvestro hit the floor, along with his gymnastic colleagues Jeff Wagman, Derek Jander, and Bill Scott. In the end, it was East who dominated, winning the meet by 20 points. On Saturday, the men's cross-country team competed in New York along with 190 other runners. Junior Andy Burke finished 74th for East. Earlier today, I had a chance to speak with 2 of the 3 head cheerleaders from East's cheerleading team. Let's go to that interview now. With us today, we have Stacy Michaels and Sherry Mitzner, 2 of the 3 captains of the varsity cheerleading squad. Can I just pose a couple questions to each of you? Stacy, what is a cheerleader, and what is your role at a football game?
Well, our role at the football game is to keep the crowd alive and try and keep the spirit up in the school and at the games and to help the team go.
Okay. Again, many people say that cheerleading isn't really a sport, okay, because I know there's a lot of work involved. And can you just tell me, is this true?
Cheerleading definitely is a sport because of the athletics that it takes, the mounts, the jumps. It definitely is a sport.
Okay, Sherry, how do you feel that this skill will help you in your future endeavors or maybe in an occupation or possibly in college?
Well, getting up in front of the crowd will help the kids in public speaking when they grow up and getting people to listen to you and pay attention and to really get alive with the sport.
Hey, I want to thank you both, and I want to hope that you both cheer your team on to many, many victories in the future. And now we're going to go back to Mike in the studio.
Thank you for joining Randy Saperstone and Mira Silbert and me, Mike Liao. This evening, stay tuned for East-West girls soccer, which follows the junior high school news. Tonight, we leave you with Ophelia, who's ready to watch Sunday's Powder Puff game. Good night, Ophelia.
Good evening and welcome to West Report. I'm Maria Charro.
And I'm Laura Vogel. Here's the news. Last Wednesday was back to school night. Parents came out to see what school's all about for their kids here at High School West. They were greeted in the auditorium by West Principal Mr. Simon, who talked to them about West and what to expect of that night's activities. Then the bell rang, and the parents were off to see what it's really like to try to get to each of their classes. They went through their child's schedule and got to eat to talk to each of their teachers. Each period was 10 minutes long, and the teachers talked about what they would be doing in their classrooms this year and how the parents could be involved. Also, at any time during a lunch or study hall period, parents could enjoy refreshments and could walk around the cafeteria to see student-manned booths about some of the special things going on here at West, such as Nature Defense, Shop West, and Aspects, our award-winning literary magazine. If the parents had any questions, the faculty was ready and willing to answer. I talked to some of the teachers, and they said they were very pleased at the turnout and were looking forward to a good year for everyone here at High School West.
On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the HSPT's high school proficiency tests are being taken by all the juniors at Cherry Hill West. This is a mandatory requirement for graduation, and this time the students are taking a new type of HSPT, which consists on a reading portion that was given yesterday, math and writing, which are taken today and tomorrow. It is supposed to be different, and it's going to take more effort from students. You just need a pencil and a calculator. The rest of the students are coming to school at 10:30, and the periods are about 20 minutes. Good luck, juniors, and do your best.
Also this week, West is starting our second year of the Heart of Camden project, which is a partnership between West and Camden High. The schools are in the process of planning an ongoing program of community service for Camden. Their focus will be on improving the quality of life for poor families. Some of the projects they have in mind include the rehab and refurbishing of housing for low-income families, Mi Casita, which is improving the facility of a daycare center for underprivileged children, and beautifying and cleaning of an inner-city area. They will also want to establish a program of recreation and support for children of single-parent families. So, to all students, teachers, and parents of High School West and Camden High, if you are interested in signing up to volunteer for this worthwhile cause, all you have to do is fill out a volunteer form. If you have any questions concerning this project, see Mr. Kim in G3.
And now, here is Dave Borrico with This Week Sports.
The Lions football team fell to 1-3 last week with a 26-13 loss to Eastern. Quarterback Joe Gamaz provided all of the scoring for West. He threw a touchdown pass of 16 yards to Mike Fulcher in the third quarter and ran for a 9-yard TD in the final period. The team is at Camden this Saturday at 1:30. The boys soccer team, ranked 7th in South Jersey, had a troublesome week with 1 loss and 1 tie. Against unranked Camden Catholic, the Lions tied 0-0. Sophomore sensation Anthony DeMichael made 10 saves in the contest. Then last Saturday, West lost to 9th-ranked Lenape 2-0. Again, DeMichael, quote, turned away 10 shots in dazzling fashion. The boys play Woodrow Wilson, Triton, and Pittman this week. The Lady Lions field hockey team dominated Highland last Thursday 4-0. Julia Dunworth and Hay Henri both had goals for West. The team tackles Edgewood, Bishop Eustace, and Cherry Hill East this week. The girls' tennis team lost to Edgewood 4-1 and Pennsauken 3-2 last week. The doubles combination of Jen Garfunkel and Aaron Williams, however, won both their matches. First singles player Shauna Williams also had a victory against Pennsauken. The girls volley against Paul VI, Overbrook, Lenape, and Triton all this week. In its lone game of the week, the girls' soccer team fell to Camden Catholic 4-0. Goalie Donna Hine kept the Lady Lions in the game with 21 saves. The team plays Triton and Lenape tomorrow and Saturday, respectively. In the Camden County Cross Country Championships, both the girls and boys teams fared well, securing 4th place in the meet. Ed Devlin was West's highest male finisher in 7th place, and Jenny Landon took 18th place for the girls. On Saturday, in the Panther Invitational, the girls' team took 8th place as Lander, Cindy Way, and Dana Seidner finished high in their respective divisions. Both teams race Highland and Edgewood in a tri-meet this week. And the boys' gymnastics team took third in a tri-meet last week behind Shawnee and Lenape. Mike Gismondi won the vault and high bar events and added a second place in the all-around competition. The boys tumble against Haddon Township this week, while the girls' team looks toward East and Haddon Township also. And as usual, it's time for my prediction of the week. I know it's already 3 games into the World Series, but I still plan to give my prediction. I feel the Phillies will win in 7 games. I think they'll take 2 out of 3 at home, and then they'll go and beat Toronto in the 7th game. That's right, the Phils are going to be the world champions. Well, that's all the sports. Now back to the West Report.
My co-anchor, Maria, is an exchange student from Ecuador. Earlier today, she got a chance to speak with some other exchange students.
Have you heard about exchange students at Cherry Hill West? Well, we are a group of students from different countries who wanted to come here to have a new experience, to know new people, and to learn more about USA and the language. We are going to tell you something about our experience here so far from our homes. I'm from Ecuador.
Hi, my name is Isabel Küster, and I'm from Göttingen, Germany.
I'm Claudia Tromboni, and I'm from Padua, Italy.
Hi, I'm Judith Erdle from Mönchengladbach, Germany.
Hi, I'm Miguel Mora. I'm from Madrid, Spain.
They are going to answer us some questions, and the first one is for Elizabeth. Elizabeth, can you tell us which is the biggest difference between your home school and our new school here in USA?
Yeah, okay. I think one big difference is that we don't only listen to our teachers in the classes and take notes. Our classes are based on class discussions, and that's one big difference.
Thanks. Claudia, have the students here at West, have been they friendly and accepting of you?
Yeah, they've been quite kind with us, but sometimes I feel like they're not really curious about us. They don't ask us many questions about our countries, or we don't talk much after school. We don't get to meet together, and well, I would like to make more friends. I love to speak with different people. I'm here to do that.
Okay, Judy, can you tell us what do you like best here so far in Cherry Hill and at West?
The best thing I like about Cherry Hill is that it is in America, and I always want to be in the United States. And the best about Cherry Hill West is that everybody tries to make a big experience for us. Thank you.
And Miguel, what the students here at West gain from your stay here?
I think I'll gain a lot of friends, another type of culture, and I think this will be a wonderful experience for me. It should be for all of us, anyway, yeah.
Thank you for stay with us and share your time. And we are coming back to the West Report.
Last week, the state sent out school report cards. The State Department of Education and the Business Roundtable Initiative of New Jersey have given all the schools in New Jersey this report card to give the parents a better understanding of how the schools are preparing their children for things after high school. The first report card on the state schools was published in 1989. 2 other reports were issued in 91 and 92. This year's report cards differ in that this year is the school level, not the district level, is reported. This year's cards also contain more detailed information in such areas as student enrollment and student behavior. West did very well on average. We were higher than the state average for both the math and verbal scores in SATs. Also, West was higher than the average in all areas for the 9th grade HSPTs. I asked Mr. Simon how he felt West did, and he said he was very pleased and that it reflects the fact that we have a very good school and a very good school district. If you have any questions concerning this report, please contact the main office here at West. Maria?
Monday morning, some of the vocal classes had a special guest. Mr. Raslett from the Society for the Preservation of Barbershops Singing in America visited both the concert choir and West Singers. He is the chairman of this organization and came all this way out from Wisconsin to talk to students here at West. He talked to them about different vocal techniques and concepts.
Thank you for watching the West Report. Please join us again next week at this same time. Good night.
Good night.